can you tell the people what your Hearthstone experience is? Because I don't even know what it is. You like briefly said it.
Sure. I played a lot of Hearthstone when it first came out, but I always gravitated more towards Arena. I was a big Kripparrian viewer for many years until Hearthstone Battlegrounds came out. I'm very salty that came out because I lost my sleeping stream.
Most people did.
Yeah. So I kept up with the competitive scene for a number of years. Honestly, when Renathal was no longer a player, I probably wasn't watching at that point. So many moons ago.
Just so everyone's aware, you have the foundation of how the game works. That's the most important thing. Okay, so
I'll revisit the game like once a year to play like a couple of arenas, and then I don't want to put any money into it, so I just kind of back out.
Okay, so I'm gonna show you Hearthstone cards that you may not seen. Depends on when you played or what you've seen in Arena. We're gonna be basing this off in the standard format. And I've tried.
What does that mean? Sorry, what is the standard format?
Standard means the last 2 years of expansions. So.
Okay.
Right now, the standard format would be like 2025 to 2024. All those. Sets.
Okay, so they like basically say that the other cards like aren't legal to play. So like old cards aren't legal.
Yeah. So what I mean by we're gonna be thinking of this in the standard format, like in that standard format, whenever this card was legal, was it actually good? What did it do? Like all that stuff. Because obviously there's the wild format where like things might be slightly different, but we're not considering that. So when you do your review, think about the fact that you have a smaller card pool than every other card in Hearthstone.
Okay. Sure.
Okay. Well,
bring it on, bud.
You're gonna do great. Here you go.
How do you say that card?
Fyrakk.
Fyrakk the Blazing. 9 mana, 7/7. Is immune to fire spells. Battlecry casts 20 mana worth of fire spells at random enemies. Okay.
Have you played Hearthstone when they added? Well, you might have seen it, like the spell tags.
No.
So
yes. Okay. Because the new guy has like a bunch of like death cards or like frost spells.
Yeah. Okay. That's actually so definitely has frost, for example. So a fire spell example would be like, this is going to sound really stupid, but a fireball, for example, right? Like that would,
right. I get it with that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I'm guessing Cone of Cold is not a fire spell. So initially 9 mana cards, I'm like, from my days, you want to stay away from the 9 and the 10 manas, right? It doesn't mean that they're not all super good, but a lot of the times it's either they're game breaking or you kind of are not going to be fucking with it. Especially also like back in the old days when I played. But immune to fire spells and then also Battlecry, cast 20 mana worth of random shit. That sounds fucking broken.
Okay.
When it says random enemies, it doesn't say enemy minions, so that means it could hit your face.
Yeah, you can hit the enemy face. I will clarify one thing. It could cast like a fire spell that could affect your board. For instance, there's like a fire spell that says like destroy a minion, draw 3 cards. There's a potential chance it could hit you negatively, but if it does,
wait, it could kill your own minion?
So, for example, like the fire spell would be destroy a friendly minion, draw 3 cards.
Oh, destroy a friendly minion.
Sorry, yeah, I didn't clarify last time. But if it does any form of damage that is direct damage, it would only target an enemy. Just for that stipulation.
Okay, so then my question is I don't know what the fucking fire spells that are existent in the current day and age. So I have to guess just based off of random stuff. This sounds like it would be more of a kill move than it would be. Also, but like, how much is 20 mana? Because I know that there's who's the tentacle guy that just like you cast 1 spell for every spell that you've played during. Yeah, Yogg. Like he was really good, right?
He was a very good card if you were behind. Very good card.
Right, but it was just kind of like random bullshit. Go. I hope that I've played more than like, yeah, and so like. There was that, and then there was like the box as well. People really liked the box. This feels like a Yogg card to me. I'm gonna say that it's good.
Yeah, you'd be right. Good. I'm so glad you got this one. I didn't really think about. Obviously, you wouldn't know the fire spells, but I think I thought you knew what Yogg was for sure, based on what you told me. Yeah. No, I feel like this was kind of a layup. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm just getting you to the swing of things.
Okay, that was hard to me.
You're right. Oh, I didn't know.
That was actually hard.
Oh, this is gonna be gonna be a good time.
I've watched. See, here's the thing. I'm a big Day 9 fan. Have you done this with Day 9 multiple times? And so I watch those, and like every couple of years they'll like pop up on my feed again, and I'll always rewatch them. I don't really give a shit about you necessarily. I like Day 9. I've watched your other ones, I will say that, but when it's the Day 9 ones, I'm not clicking on it because it's a Rarran video. I'm clicking on it because it's Day 9, but it's not him playing like some fucking card game that I don't care about or some strategy game that I don't give a shit about. I like Day 9's personality.
Yeah, most people would agree with you. He was fantastic for me in real life. That was a good time. You know what? Even if people click on Day 9, that's more than fine with me because I'm getting the ad revenue anyways. It's all good.
Yeah.
That's all about it.
Nobody clicking on for Frost Prime though. Good luck with this video.
No, you think I'm putting Frost Prime in the title? You got another thing coming. I'm just putting Slay the Spire player.
Oh, true. Yeah.
All right.
Type shit.
Here is your next one.
Talgath.
Talgath, I think is what it is. I have no idea.
Wait, why am I seeing a second card?
That's what you'll when you read the card, you'll know what that does. Just
get a backstab. Okay, I know what a backstab is.
Just in case.
4 mana, 4/4, undamaged minions take double damage, combo, get a backstab. Wait, that sounds fucking broken.
What do you think that?
He is a legendary though.
He's a legendary. I will say for this entire video, I'm basically only showing you legendaries.
Okay, only question,
Sure.
is Shadow Step core set?
Yep.
Yeah, then he's good.
He's good.
I think so.
So you're going, what's your thought process here? You play Talgath, get the backstab, Shadow Step, and get another one and like kill 2 minions?
Well, but it's for the entire time that he's on the board, and you can also like hit him with like AoE later on. Like,
yeah.
I think he could be good with. I think like even without the combo, he can be pretty good late game for like a board clear. Could he not?
That's for up to you to decide. What do you think? I'm not telling you.
Okay, in Slay the Spire terms, dealing double damage to the enemy is really fucking good, man. That's like the whole. That's like there's one single character that's her entire thing is deal double damage to the enemy, and she's so broken that if I make a video with her in the thumbnail, it gets 50% of the views. People are so uninterested.
Okay, so you're going with that this card is very, very good in Hearthstone because surely it translates 1-to-1.
Yeah.
This card is the worst card that I think they released in the past couple of years.
Is it because the art? He's kind of ugly.
No.
He kind of looks like a Bionicle, but like they like just kept adding too many pieces of armor to him.
I'll put it like this. Basically, the problem with Talgath is that Rogue just does way better stuff than this. Like, you don't really care about just doing double damage if most of the time you're just going to mana cheat and kill them. Now, here's a follow-up for you. What if I buffed it to a 3-mana 3/3?
I mean,
you think that's not play?
Did he recently get buffed?
He got buffed a while ago at this point.
To a 3-mana 3/3?
To a 3-mana 3/3.
You just said he was the worst card in the fucking game.
I have 4 mana, but what about a 3 mana? That's one less turn you have to wait to play him.
I mean, not necessarily because of like combo mechanics.
No, it's still the same thing with combo mechanics. It's 1 less mana.
Right, but it's not like necessarily 1 turn less. It's not like you're playing him on turn 3. You still have to have a combo mechanic.
Sure. But Rogue has multiple different ways of playing like a 0-cost card, right?
But apparently this is the worst card of the fucking game. So at a 3-mana 3/3, I feel like you're also setting me up to then. No, he's the greatest card now. He's the best. He's played in every deck. Okay, fuck you.
No, he at 3 mana. I think he was tested a little bit, but then he fell off pretty fast. He is.
Do you think that he would have fit better in like a previous season, like in previous?
Ooh, see, that's always a fun question. He came out last year. And he came out in a set that I think didn't really benefit him. Maybe like in 2017 Hearthstone, he might have gone crazy. That's so long ago at this point. So
is that more because of the mechanics or more because the power creep of the game has gotten? Because I know that like Hearthstone has just gotten more and more broken as it's gone on.
A lot of the cards nowadays, well, you're going to see some of them later on, but a lot of these cards nowadays are a lot more just for their mana cost, a lot more powerful, right? So you're competing in Rogue for 4 mana and or 3 mana. You have to do something pretty incredible for you to want to put this card in your deck.
Wheel of Death. Oh yeah, they got legendary spells now.
Yep.
See, I didn't really get to fuck around with many of the legendary spells. I've played with a couple of them in Arena. I played with the one that like draws you a bunch of cards or something, and it costs less the more cards you have in your hand or something.
The Sunwell generates a bunch of cards in your hand. I think that's
generates. Yeah. Wheel of Death. Destroy your deck. In 5 turns, destroy the enemy hero. Okay, what class is this?
That's Warlock.
That is Warlock. 5 turns?
5 turns.
That's so many.
Yeah, but you win the game.
5 turns. Yeah, but no, 5 turns is a lot of turns, bud. And it's not like fucking you're like mage that can just ice block just like, literally free turns, right? Like it doesn't destroy the cards in your hand, obviously.
No, just your deck. You can add you can add cards back into your deck, right? There are ways to shuffle cards back in. But yeah, you will be spending a mana to destroy your deck.
Like obviously I don't understand the power creep of current day. So I don't know the ability to like, maybe there's a fucking 2-mana spell that says regenerate your entire deck. Ha 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 ha, lol, I have this. You know, like there could be fucking like anything, dude.
Yeah,
there
hold
could
on.
be.
I'm going to show you one card for maybe some help, okay?
30 mana, Taunt, Lifesteal. This card's cost is equal to the cards in your... No, I know for a fact that this card's dog shit. There's no way that card's good.
But think of the synergy. You destroy your deck.
No, there's no way that card's good. That card is like the ultimate bait. That is the ultimate bait.
You're going with...
No, I'm going Wheel of Death is dog shit. Also, as a fan of... or as a Slay the Spire player, the wheel sucks. So, let's go.
This card was meta warping.
Really?
Yeah, it was you know what's funny is this exact combo was maybe one of the reasons why.
Wait, how good is Lord of the Opera though? Is he actually good? Like in general.
Okay, so when he was released, the card was not great. Because obviously like it's very inconsistent. You could draw it really early, then you just have a dead card in your hand, whatever. Over the course of that year though, Warlock did get a lot of tools to kind of set up for big stats on board, but still like this card didn't really have a space or a spot really in Warlock. When Wheel of Death came out, now you finally have a way to just get no cards in your deck. You could drop a 15/15. Do you know what a location is? Have you seen?
I do know what a location is.
Okay, so there was a location given to Warlock that allows you to copy the stats of a minion on board and give it rush, stuff like that. So you could utilize stuff like that. It's not necessarily with Fanottem, but like that's kind of what it comes down to. Think about Wheel of Death though is you read it like every other person in Hearthstone. What actually happened was this triggers at the end of your turn. So it's actually not 5 turns. It was 4 turns. It just worded so weirdly that it made it seem like it was much worse than it is. And then they nerfed it 1 month later. But for that 1 month, this card was devastating to the game. It was so good.
So is it good now?
No, because they nerfed it to start of the
No,
turn.
it's not good now. So I was right. Point for me.
Well, okay. I mean, now you're right. Sure. We'll give you 0.5. You need it. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to call your parents after this and tell them, here's your next one. You got this one, champ. I believe we do.
3 mana Starlight Groove. Give your hero Divine Shield. For the rest of the game, playing a holy spell refreshes it. And this guy's like all holy spells. And this is only 3 mana. That's fucking busted.
Why do you think it's busted? You're cracking me up here, bro.
Stop! That's a free... I mean, okay, it depends who you're playing against. Like, if you're playing against the Death Knight or whatever, they have the 2 new characters are like pinging, you know, any ping characters, right? There's a lot of good ping characters.
Okay.
It's not Death Knight. What's the other one?
Demon Hunter.
Demon Hunter. Yeah. Demon Hunter is good at pinging. Obviously, Mage is good at pinging. So it'd be bad against the ping characters, but it'd also be good if you like ever want to swing, and then you could like, you know, swing for free, and then you'd be able to give yourself a Divine Shield for the beginning of next turn too. And it's 3 mana, so you get to play it early. No, that sounds good.
You sure?
Why are you saying I'm cracking you up like it's not good?
Hey, it's Slay the Spire. How good would this be? Imagine it was like
that's insane.
Every time you cast a spell or something.
That's broken. It's every time you cast a spell, you gain a buffer. Is it not good? Because I think it's good.
Fortunately, it was not very good. It's weird because
you're like, was. Why do you say was?
It wasn't very good. It was like, I can't even think of a deck this was played in. And Paladin has a bunch of holy spells like you saw, or you probably recognize. The thing is like 3 mana for a Divine Shield is not great on your hero. Like it doesn't impact the board in any way. Am I really gonna pay 3 mana for a Divine Shield that procs maybe 1 point of damage and then I'm behind on board for maybe the rest of the game? It doesn't sound great. You're okay?
Yeah, fuck you, dude.
Okay, hold on. Now we're getting to the really fun cards, okay? I promise. And I really mean it. I don't know if you've seen this card before, but this one would be interesting to hear your opinion.
Prince Renathal. Your deck and starting health are 40. That's meta defining. That's as meta defining.
Why do you think it's meta defining?
Every single person ran this.
Why?
Well, honestly, just 40 health is like, if the other guy's 40 health and you don't, like that's just like adding 1 card to your deck. Okay, do you have to play 40 cards?
Yes.
Okay, that's different.
He counts as 1.
Thanks.
So just so anyway, he counts as 1.
I'm well aware that he counts as 1 card.
Let's go to Slay the Spire real fast. You should know this better than like most. Actually, most of the people I've showed this card to kind of got the idea, but you would know more from Slay the Spire gameplay that bloating your deck is really bad. Like you want consistency in your deck. So
if you're bad.
No, what do you mean bad? You don't want the 40 cards in your deck. There's no way. I can't even think of a time I got 40 cards in Slay the Spire when I played.
I'm beating a run with a 69 card Watcher deck. That was a good YouTube thumbnail.
I think you're just a god. Okay, so in Hearthstone, then, do you think the trade-off of having 40 cards in your deck so you're way less consistent for 40 health is worth it?
Motherfucker, you are trying to bait me into saying that this is bad. There's no way that getting to put in more answers and more draw and more cycle and more bullshit.
What if I'm trying to save you?
You're not. This is one of the most broken fucking cards.
Okay, but why? Just because you're getting 40 health?
And because you're getting 40 cards. No, I do think that 40 cards is actually really good.
You think 40 cards is better than 30?
For a lot of decks, you're playing a specific style of deck, yeah.
Well, if you're putting this card in your deck, you're playing like a very slow control deck. So that 10 life has to be the difference of you not drawing a card when you need.
Yeah, but there's so much more in the game now that allows you to just like generate and draw and bullshit around.
Okay, so you're going with this card of Blood.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right. Congratulations. Yeah, this card's very good. It was actually meta defining. It was very, very good. They ended up nerfing it to your starting health is 35 rather than 40. You think
is it still really good?
Well, what do you think?
Not as much, no.
Well, I mean, obviously.
Because it's only 4 additional cards.
No, so your deck size would still be 40, but your health would be 35.
Oh, deck size is still 40.
Yeah, I think. Oh. Yeah. I will say Discipline is on 40, by the way. Your deck size being 40 in Hearthstone is actually it's still really bad. Like you would much rather just have your health at 40 than increasing your deck size.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
So people ran this card because the 10 extra life was often more important than the consistency on the card.
Drek'Thar. Why do I feel like I've heard this name before? I mean, obviously he's in WoW probably, but like has another Hearthstone card referenced him?
That's a great question. I have no idea. Maybe. Look at the wiki.
Costs more than every minion in your deck. Summon 2 of them. This is a gray card. This can be played anywhere.
Why do you say that?
Well, this can be played in any deck, right? It's a gray card, right?
I thought you were saying it's a great card. Yeah, it's a neutral.
No, gray card. Yeah, it's neutral. Sorry. Because originally it looked like a storm card. Like it looked stormy for the storm.
Like a shaman card or something? Yeah,
that's
neutral.
the one, yeah.
Yeah.
So you're only getting 2 4/4s for the cost of 4.
So you play Drek'Thar, and then you would draw, if he was the most expensive card in your deck, you would draw 2 cards from your deck, or 2 minions from your deck, and then play them immediately.
What? Oh, you're not summoning... Wait,
no. Okay,
I want to know how many people, when they first saw this card, thought that you're summoning 2 Drek'Thars.
No. I couldn't remember anyways, but yeah, you are summoning 2 minions.
That sounds like you're summoning 2 Drek'Thars. So it summons 2 random minions in your deck.
From your deck, yeah.
I mean, that could be good. I feel like that's probably like a better arena card, honestly. But like even not, because like cheap cards suck. But then you have like zoo decks that just want to just play shit, but they usually like play shit but then you could also play it in like a deck that's like you're playing powerful cards that have a negative battle cry, like a flame imp, you know? And this has to cost more. So you have to have all 3 drops or less.
Yep.
That sounds fucking terrible, man. Unless you're playing fucking Lord of the Opera.
Well, Lord of the Opera is not going to interact very positively with this because in the deck it costs 30.
Oh, in the deck it costs 30 until you draw it?
Yes. Yeah.
That's dumb. Wait, that'd be such a fun interaction. Cause like, what's the because there was that Paladin deck with the Molten Giants, where you would put the Molten Giant back into your deck. I remember that, and then you'd hit him in the face for 20 apiece.
Yep.
Oh damn! But imagine if it was the opposite though, where like you could summon 2 fucking operas.
Well, you can only summon 1 because there's only 1 legendary. But yeah, I get what you're saying.
No, but it says summon 2 of them, Rarran.
No, it's not.
But if he's the only minion in the deck, you would just summon 2 of them. This card's awful because it doesn't. I can't even understand it. No, it's terrible.
You think it's bad?
I think it's terrible. Yeah, you can't. It doesn't make any sense. Nobody knows how to work it. Like I always thought that Zoo was just like the most gimmicky bullshit. It felt like back in StarCraft, like Zerg rushing people. Like it just felt like it just feels like a gimmick. It doesn't actually feel like you're good at the game.
Okay.
So I am anti-Zoo, and this sounds stupid.
You're calling it bad because you're biased towards Zoo?
Yeah. Because bad can mean in multiple facets, Rarran. Bad can mean it's bad for the meta, but then it could also be bad as in it's not fun. Or it can mean bad like it's really cool and like you're bad for playing it. So no matter what, if I call it bad, I'm right.
Okay, in the context of this card was playable or not, you think it was bad or good?
Not as bad.
This card was meta defining.
Fuck!
Very, very good card. This card was so good, by the way, that they had to nerf it to 1 minion because it was just absolutely destroying the game.
That feels like it breaks. It like takes the card and it's terrible.
It was very bad after, but it was like, I want to say it broke the record of like the highest mulligan card of all time. Like if you had this in your opening hand, the game was pretty much over just because of how good it was in aggro. Like you'd play this, you got a 4/4, you get 2 minions. You also drew 2 extra cards. Like it was so disgusting. It was
Who
so
was it
gross.
the best on?
God, that's a good question. I want to say Demon Hunter, but I think it was a different class.
Oh, wait, he's so cute. Deep
Brann?
Miner Brann. Wait, isn't he like the Hearthstone guy?
No, that is Hearthstone Brew. This is Brann.
Wait, that's an actual name?
Yeah, it's the Innkeeper. Hearthstone Brew.
6 mana, 2/4. Battlecry. If your deck started with no duplicates, your Battlecries triggered twice for the rest of the game. Okay, so there was the 3 mana 2/4 that did the same thing while he was on the board.
Yes.
And he was good in like niche decks. He wasn't meta defining all the time, or he was, because it was always dependent on like the cards. Like it was always dependent on the cards in the game at the time.
I would agree with that.
Really good in Arena though. He was really fun in Arena.
Okay.
He didn't require no duplicates though, did he?
He did not. No. The effect of this, because it triggers for the rest of the game without him being on board, that's why you have to build your deck in a particular way.
Yeah, of course. This isn't like a nerfed version like he used to be good, and then this got nerfed into this, right?
No, this is the version that they released the card into the game.
I mean, this effect seems really good and really fun, and no matter what, I think that Day 9 would probably spend an entire week of streams trying to make this card work, but I want it to be good, so I'm gonna say it's good because this sounds just like endless fun.
You're saying this is good because it's endless fun.
I don't know. Obviously, I'm an idiot that doesn't understand the impacts of this game, and I'm just gonna go off of vibes at this fucking point, and I want this to be good.
Think of this
Rarran, make it good.
Think of it in like Slay the Spire. Like if your cards had battle cries, would you play this? If you had no duplicates?
Yeah.
Why would you play
But also you have to get to 6 mana. Like six is like late. But like I feel like for a control warrior that wants to go as late as possible, this sounds fine.
Okay, so you think in a slow control warrior deck, this is
this is really good.
okay? Well, it's really good or it's fine.
I thought it was just a good or bad. Okay, why am I having to fucking put it? Do you want me to put it in a tier now?
No.
Tier list? Are we tier listing?
Okay, so hold on. Just have a definitive statement here. Right. This card is good or bad? Just so I know what to go off of.
Good.
Okay, and you're saying this off your actual analysis of the card and not just your vibes.
As the #1 Slay the Spire player of all time, crowned from a Reddit post one time.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
That's the highest achievement, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're fortunately right. This card was really good, actually. Like, unironically, it was meta defining as well. Warrior has a ton of removal in the early game, so playing this on 6 was obviously a very slow thing to do. But if you just didn't die that turn, it was pretty much the game. And then they nerfed it to 8 mana. Do you think it was played at 8 mana?
No.
You don't want to play an 8 mana 2/4?
It was still a 2/4?
Yeah.
No, I don't think it was. Honestly,
That's weird.
They should give it taunt.
You know what's weird is that it actually kind of still was played at 8 mana. It wasn't nearly as good, but it was still played because it was just straight up a win condition. If you can get it, you can just play without dying.
Odyn, Prime, Designate. Did you just pick this one because it says Prime?
No, I picked this one because of the ability, and you'll see why.
Okay. 8 mana, 8/8, the classic. Battle Cry. For the rest of the game, after your hero gains armor, they gain that much attack for that turn. That's terrible.
Why do you think it's terrible?
Because it's so late into the game. But if you had, comboed with Deep Miner, that could be really good. Comboed with Deep Miner, that could actually be really good.
It's funny because it did interact like that for the record. It was really, really
No. I wouldn't mean like it would. Wait, you saying it did or didn't interact? Because I didn't think it did. It did?
Yeah.
You would gain double attack?
Yeah.
For the rest of the game?
Yeah.
That's insane.
But obviously, like, that's in a deck with no duplicates, right? So, like, you're not getting as much armor as you possibly could. You were kind of in Disneyland, but it did interact that way.
What do you mean I was in Disneyland?
Like, you're like in a mystical land where everything's gonna work out for you. Like, you're dreaming. You know what I mean? Like,
Disneyland is expensive.
Well, I mean, so is this combo.
That's true.
Isn't there like a whole build in Slay the Spire where you just build up a bunch of shield and deal damage from your shield?
Yeah, but we have a shield slam that can go to the face.
Right, but all the armor that you're gaining, you could shield slam a minion, then attack them you could attack that armor into your opponent's face.
Cool.
So, cool. Is that a good run is that a good build in Slay the Spire?
Yeah, barricade body slam. Yeah.
So do you not think it translates over to Hearthstone well with Warrior?
No, because this is like chip damage per turn and not like one big slam.
Okay, so you're going with the fact that there's no big armor gain. Can I show you a card?
Yes, I don't. Is there Impervious in this game?
What the hell's Impervious do?
The 2 mana Slay the Spire card that gains you a bunch of block.
There's this.
Heavy Plate, gain 8 armor. Wait, that's pretty good. Tradable just means you can use 1 mana to get rid of it and trade for another card, right?
Yep. Yeah, you put it back in your deck for 1.
You're trying to like throw me off the scent here. I really don't think that he's that.
Ignore Excavating real fast.
I know what Excavating is actually.
Okay. Okay. There's that card.
Yeah, these were all playable at the same time. Just to clarify, you're not baiting me.
I'm gonna double check. I think it was. I'm pretty confident it was in the game when he was in. But basically, what I'm trying to tell you, there are cards that are enable you to give you armor. I'm just not thinking what they are.
I know that there's a lot of stuff that can give you armor. I mean, I've played back in the day with the little 2/4 guy that
it was in standard. It was in standard. It was in standard. Yeah.
It's still like. It just doesn't, for some reason, my brain just says that the warrior doesn't like to use his face anymore. He doesn't like to slam.
Okay. So you think this card's bad?
I think it's bad.
Oh my god. I tried so hard. It was so good. It was so good. Now, partially one of the reasons why it was so good, there was a card called Ignis, which
the card that he didn't show me.
Well, I mean, that's half the fun of this, isn't it? I feel like that's why it's great.
I'm making sure that the comments are on my side.
Okay, like I'm gonna read the comments. There's no way.
What's a slur for Canadians?
I'm really trying to think. I don't know. I've never been called a slur for being Canadian. They usually go for a different angle. Sorry, there's a card called Ignis, which you can generate a weapon that would give you Wind Fury. So you could all of a sudden make your armor do double the damage. And that was an insane win condition for Warrior for quite some time. To where they nerfed Odyn to 9 mana. You think it was still played?
Was the Wind Fury still in the game?
Yes.
How much did the Wind Fury cost?
The card itself is 4 to generate the weapon. You can make a weapon that would cost 1, 5, or 10. So depending on what you wanted.
Okay. And that didn't get nerfed.
That card was never nerfed, no.
Then yeah, it was still good.
I think at 9 mana it was not played anymore. It was too slow. I think it was too slow at 9. And 1 extra turn makes such a difference. This might be the worst track record of any person I've ever had on this. So you know.
This is for the title and thumbnail. There's like
so true. You're actually.
I had a Slay the Spire player on, and it did not go well. This guy reminds me of Garen in League of Legends.
I would agree with you 100%.
Is he racist?
What? Is Garen racist? What?
That's Demasia's entire thing. Demasia's entire lore is that they're racist against mages. That's why they entrap Silas. That's why when Lux comes out that she's a mage, he like looks at her really weird in the cinematic. He's like, ooh, you're one of them? They're just racist against mages. That's why he doesn't use mana.
And also
Demacia is like super homophobic just in general, but like that's not like a core belief of theirs. It's just, you know.
Interesting. The more you know, I guess. I wasn't a Garen player, so I had no idea. Frankly, I didn't really care.
Cornelius Roame, is he racist?
No. Well, as far as I'm aware, obviously they don't tell us when they make the card. It's not like it says in the the tooltip or the flavor text, like this guy's racist, watch out.
At the start and end of each player's turn, draw a card. And me drawing the card. I'm drawing a card every time.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's broken.
This card, just so we're on the same page, if you play this card, you draw one at the end of your turn, you draw one at the start of your opponent's turn, you draw one at the end of their turn, and then you draw one at the start of your turn.
Yeah, and this card is taunt, so yeah, it's fucking broken.
You think it's broken?
It's disgustingly broken, yeah.
Why do you think it's broken?
Drawing 3 cards and having a body is insane.
It's 6 mana though.
Yeah, but it's 6 mana, that's insane.
6 mana to draw 3 cards in Modern Hearthstone.
Yeah, that's good! And the body?
How much mana is it to draw 3 cards in Slay the Spire?
1.
Oh, that's actually insane. What the fuck?
Sometimes 0. You can draw 0 for 4.
Okay, well, I mean, maybe that was a bad comparison. Okay, so you're going with 6 mana to draw 3 cards for a 4/5 is insane that it was.
Yeah, I know how expensive draw is in Hearthstone.
I hate to do this to you, bro, but it was unplayable.
There's no. Isn't Sprint like a 7 mana draw 3?
Dude, it was, it's okay. So I will say basically everybody had the same reaction as you did because it's like, holy shit, like that's so much draw. You have to kill. If you don't kill it, the game's over. They're getting so many resources. Dude, playing a 6 mana 4/5, it was so
motherfucker. When I played, it was a 0 mana 0 or 2 mana 0/4 that was a 50% chance to draw a card.
1997.
And you did, he went,
like, what do you call
got ya.
pretty good Nat Bangla impression. That card, one thing I will tell you is that when Demon Hunter was added to the game, draw and damage became a lot more prominent. It was a lot easier to draw cards because that's Demon Hunter's entire identity is just drawing cards and dealing damage. Yeah, it's not playable. I'm sorry. You doing okay?
I'm doing great, bud. Mindrender Illucia. Or maybe it's Spanish and it's Illucia.
You had it right.
2 mana, 1/3, battle cry. Swap hands and decks with your opponent until next turn. Wait, that's so fun.
Why do you think that?
That's just fun. That's just fun.
Okay.
You can't say that's not fun. Don't say, why do you think that? Like you're a therapist.
Well, I'm just trying to understand where you're coming from. I'm not your therapist. I also played against and with this card, so I have a different relationship with it.
Oh, you played with this like it was playable? Yeah, it's good.
No. Well, hold on. I didn't say it was good or
bad.
bad.
That's good. You just said you played it. You planned to play against it. And it elicited a response from you, which means you played against it enough time.
You can't metagame this. You can't. I'm not.
This isn't D&D. I can metagame whatever the fuck I want.
This guy. Why do you think it's good?
Okay. Honestly, Priest was like one of my favorite classes back in the day because of things like Thought Steal. Like I just loved which is why I think I would enjoy modern day Hearthstone until you just get like out RNG'd a couple of times by like Discover effects. Because like I love going into and this is why I like Slay the Spire, is because you go into every single match and it's just random what's gonna happen. Like you have to play around what happens. Like it's not that you win off of randomness. It's that like, oh, this turn I got some removal from the enemy, so now I have to play around the fact that I have extra removal. Or this turn this fight I got 2 big minions, so like I got to survive until late game. I got to figure out how to do that, right? So I like that. I like that aspect of Priest. So I like that. But I also think that so much of like high competitive Hearthstone is decks are so standardized. Net decking and all that. Probably exactly what the enemy has. It's like, you ever watch like poker and like some other fucker just like is like, you got a pair of kings, don't you? And it's like, how the fuck did they just know that you have kings? Like they just call exactly what it is, but it's because they played like 1 billion hours of the game.
Well, it's also they're basing it off the person that they're up against, right? You can't see the person across from you. Well,
but it's the same thing. It's just like these high level players, they just know. They're just like, yeah, at this point, this guy next turn is ready to hit me with this thing. So if I take it from them and use it, even if I use it poorly, they don't get to use it. That's really fucking good. And I get to dictate what they get because I know everything that's left.
Okay. So under that logic, you're thinking this card's very good.
Yeah, because I can set you up to having a shit hand next turn with no draw so that you can't get around it, like.
Okay. So you're just so we have a definitive statement here. You're saying this card was good.
Yeah, but I think it's more of a late game card.
Why do you say that?
Because you want to like be able to play it and then do stuff with the cards in the hand.
And
you also want to play it before like they get their big thing off.
This card wasn't just good. This card was fucking mental. But you had the wrong reason for it, but I'm still gonna give it to you. This is why this card is good. I'm playing aggro Priest. Okay, that's what the deck was, unironically.
Wait, Priest can play aggro now?
Priest can play aggro, yeah. You play aggro Priest.
God.
I am emptying my entire hand as I'm playing this. I play Illucia. You're holding your board clear. You no longer have a board clear. I have nothing in my hand. You get nothing. That's the game.
And so you're not even like necessarily playing the board clear. You're just like, I now have 2 turns to win.
You don't need to play the board clear because you're putting your opponent in a position where they're just dead on board. And
wait,
now
can I retract then? I think this card's fucking stupid.
Yeah, so when you're going,
like, I think it's good, obviously, but I think it's dumb as hell. If the entire like benefit is just to take their cards and just sit there and go nana boo boo, that's so lame and stupid.
That's so like sometimes you would use Illucia for like it was still playing in control, like you think you're going up against a combo deck. If you could snipe their combo piece, like it's probably game on the spot. But the issue is that you're giving your opponent your hand, so they could still use your cards. That's the trade-off, right? In aggro, there is no trade-off because now all of a sudden I'm paying 2 mana to wipe every card from your hand and you get nothing. And that was what made Illucia annoying. So they made her 3 mana. At 3 mana, she did the exact same thing. It literally didn't change like anything. She was still fucking broken in that interaction. They had to change her entire effect because of how good she was. And her effect is like on the lines of like just copy your opponent's hand. Like it's not nearly the same card anymore. The card was way too good.
Yeah, no, that doesn't sound fun in that if it's played in aggro. Played in aggro, that's not fun. Because again, aggro decks aren't fun.
Most people who play this game play to win, unfortunately. So
yeah, and that's why I stopped playing the game, because this game fucking sucks. Like the people that play competitive card games fucking blow, dude. Like I think that if like competitive card games were just like in a better state in general, I would be so into Magic, man. But like every time that I've ever played with like competitive Magic players,
Commander, find the right group for it.
honestly, I like playing the Cube.
Cube is also fun. If you have a good,
Cube is
if
good.
you have a good group for Commander and or Magic in general, like the game is very fun.
My best moment with Magic is my brother is huge into Magic, and for his wedding, he made all of his groomsmen custom commanders, and then we had to make decks and fight him on his wedding morning. Yeah,
That's so
and they were
cool.
like, they were like based on us too. Like mine was like the menagerie tender because like I'm really into animals, so it was like I had like an effect every time I like played a beast.
That
like
is
an
an
animal type card.
That would be one of the greatest experiences of all time. Like that, I hope you cherish that moment for the rest of your life. That's actually
super
really
cool.
That's so cool. Okay, I'm gonna show you one more card. All right, we're gonna end strong here.
Theotar the Mad Duke, 4 mana 3/3 battle cry. Discover a card in each player's hand and swap them. What?
So the way this works is I'm gonna pay 4 mana to play this. As I play this, I see 3 cards from your hand. Whatever cards, it doesn't matter how many cards you're holding. I'm seeing 3 different cards. I pick one. Then it shows me 3 cards from my hand. I pick one, they swap. Now you get that card that I chose, and I got the card that I also chose. You have no
As an
agency in
arena
that.
player, that's awesome. But like also as an arena player, you usually want like a deck defining legendary and not just a guy.
Okay.
But
I would
like
agree
that's
with you.
fun. 4 mana 3/3 is like a stat line that makes me. It's similar of a stat line to like like Cornelius, where like the creator of it is like we need to give them a weak stat line because their effect is good, right?
I would.
I'm on the right track, right? Like that's why they gave Cornelius the stat line is because they're like this effect is good, even though it turned out to not be.
Cornelius, I would think that they had to give it the stat line because if it was too annoying to kill, then maybe it would be a concern. With Cornelius, it's like you're trading the tempo for the effect.
I think that this card is pretty good because like if you can snipe somebody's board clear and just give them shit, like it's like a mini version of Illucia, just like a mini version. Every time that I have looked at Hearthstone, because I follow a couple of Hearthstone streamers, every time I look at Hearthstone, everybody always has a 10 card hand.
Drawing has become a lot easier. Yeah. So you're going on the angle that it's not like guaranteed to snipe something that important.
Yeah, and then if you're playing against aggro, it's fucking useless. Yeah, I think it's played in aggro decks.
Played in aggro decks. It's played in nothing else.
Okay, shut the f up. It's played.
Why are you so bad? I'm just trying to get information. You're going with this card was played in aggro decks, just for the definitive statement. I think
I think it was played, but I think it would be good in aggro decks.
Okay, so you're right. You're right. It was played. It was actually very good at 4 mana. It was disgusting at 4 mana. They nerfed this thing to 6 mana. It was not played in aggro decks, for the record.
What?
It was played in any like mid-range to late game decks. The thing with Theotar is like 4 mana 3/3 for an aggro deck is really bad because it's not the same thing as Illucia where it's like I'm swapping my hand and you're getting nothing. It's like I'm still giving you something. Now, not to say it couldn't be good in aggro. You could technically play it if you really want to, but you're losing so much tempo and or burn for something like that. It is not nearly as good as Illucia in aggro. It was kind of funny because it's literally just like the reverse of Illucia. But I'll give it to you because you're right. It was played.
Tried to bait me into being wrong.
I'm not baiting.
Oh, it's only an aggro, so you could just say, ding, 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 he's the worst player of all time.
I'm just trying to... No, I'm just trying to get information. Not baiting whatsoever.
Editor, take a point away from Rarran.
Did you have fun? I think you did great.
Thanks.
Give me your mom's number. I need to call her and let her know how today went.
She's not single, so...
Oh,
unfortunately, I can't.
That had nothing to do with it. I was gonna give you a report card after today.
Everybody that ever tries to call her, man, they end up falling for her.